Hey y'all, we are out at One Source Trucks in Burkeville, Virginia. Gonna do a demo video on an absolutely gorgeous 2009 24-foot box truck. I gave a little pause there so that you could hear the truck start. You could hear that it has no hesitation, it starts under its own power, the batteries are good and strong, there's no smoke, there's no blow by. This is a 2009 Ford F750. 38,000 true original miles, y'all. 38,000 sweet, mild climate right here in Central Virginia. True original, one owner, clean title miles. This was a municipality owned unit. And from what I understand, when it was not in use, it was kept inside. And I believe that just from the overall condition of it, that would track, that would make sense. You can see that the door doesn't have any sort of damage or problems. It goes up and down very easily. You've got your e-track system that's already installed. That's great. And if you're not familiar with that, you can look it up online, but there's all sorts of straps and ratchets and tie downs and different things that you can get that just clip right into the e-tracking system for you. This truck does not show any leaks or any problems with the box either. So it's not leaking, it's not getting any water in it, it doesn't appear to have any water damage on the floor that we can see. So that's all great news. This is an oversized lift. It is 3,000 pounds and it measures out at 7 feet. This platform, if we go all the way to the end, is 41, 42 inches, depending on exactly how you measure it. And then this little section right here adds a foot. So you're gonna have 12 plus 41 as your total platform size, which is significant. That is a really big liftgate without becoming too cumbersome or difficult to use. Liftgate works fine. We haven't had any issues with it. I have an apparatus hydraulic specialist that comes out and checks all that stuff for me, and he was just out the other day taking a look at this one. Said it's fine, doesn't need anything, it's good to go. We do a Virginia State Safety Inspection on all of our trucks, so if you are familiar with that, then you know it's quite extensive, it's quite rigorous. They look at all sorts of things from brakes, tires, lights, you name it, they're looking at it. It is actually really pretty similar to a DOT inspection. There's not a lot that DOT looks for that Virginia does not. So most of the time, if a truck's gonna pass Virginia, it's gonna pass DOT, so that's always good. Tires are in great condition on this. The rears, as we could find date stamps, are all from the middle part of 2019. The front steers, which are your pricey ones, are actually, I think 44 of 23, I think was the year on those. I know it was 23. Yeah. Hopefully you can read that. So 44 of 23 on those. This is a non-CDL truck, y'all. Non-CDL. $25,999. So I'm gonna get that to zoom in for you. $25,999. So under CDL. No air brakes. 3-passenger bench seat, which is nice. Also not air. All the bells and whistles that you want. The easy to drive Allison automatic transmission. 38,000 true original miles. And it's chilly, y'all. It's like 65 degrees here today. I know, 65 degrees in the end of the year, and it is like, it's chilly. So the AC works. It does have cruise control. Those are your two cruise controls. This one is a little hard to read, but one of those is for the liftgate control and one is for your dome lights. Factory CD radio, which is kind of nice. Normally you just get AM FM. Cup holder that pulls out, Allison automatic transmission, your power point, and then it's got, it says mud snow traction. I had not seen that. Being here in Central Virginia, like why in the world would anybody think they need that? Because it's not something that I've ever seen before. There's your imperfection if you want to know what's wrong with it. There it is. A little bit of wear on the driver's seat. All of your books and manuals and records. This is a 2009 6.7 Cummins. It does not require any DEF fluid. So we've got a pre-emissions, no DEF. But that snow traction control that I saw on there, I looked that up because we don't normally have that out here. Like in Virginia, people aren't looking at that. I'll talk about that after I show you the engine. Your hood's in great shape. There's no body damage on the truck anywhere. It doesn't look like there's any previous repairs that have been done either. All your frame metal is in great shape. Like I said, these front tires are like brand new. Letting that back up for us. So the snow mud traction, while I questioned why in the world would we have that here in, you know, the Richmond area of Central Virginia that gets no inclement weather. Well, I think the reason why is because it says, when I looked it up, that it's really good for if you have like a slippery area or if you have gravel. And what it does is it actually works with your traction control ABS system, and it adjusts the transmission gearing just enough so that you get a slightly slower takeoff, which would be great if you're on, let's just say, an incline and it's wet. Or if you've got really super delicate cargo in the back, I would think it would be a big benefit with that as well. So not something that I actually was quite familiar with. I've been doing this almost 30 years, and sometimes even, you know, I get to learn a little something about things. So definitely interesting little add-on for this rig. So if you have any questions or comments, please give me a call or a text. You can reach me directly at 804-928-9099. And again, the website is onesourcetrucks.com.